MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the Sunshine State and Marlins Park in Miami. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Colorado Rockies and the Miami Marlins. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The games count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Miami Marlins.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark. The sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
Trevor Richards gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
Stepping up now, Colorado, Garrett Hampson. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Castro's got it. Throws in time, and that's at number 1.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, postseason record holder Daniel Murphy. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Our game time temperature pushing up close to 90 degrees, 89 degrees to be exact at first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. That's popped up. Rojas into shallow left. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Blackman, or Chuck Nasty as he's commonly referred to. He was taken in the second round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. The 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And he takes ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Castro has a play. And that ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder David Dahl. Another guy who profiles not only in center field but can cover both corners. Speed is his game, and he's only going to continue to get better.
At the plate, Brian Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off
first.
for the Marlins, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Two and 2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
You froze him on the fastball there. Brian Anderson sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. 1 out, nobody on. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for the second out. Standing in, Starlin Castro. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And the Marlins had their first hit of the season.
A little 2-out lightning right there, Dan, in the first inning. Let's see if the cleanup hitter's got anything in store.
Boy, what looked like such an easy and a promising easy inning for the pitcher. Now he has to deal with the Thunder, the cleanup hitter coming up.
And that'll bring up Peter O'Brien as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Castro is off at first with 2 away. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And he fouls this one off. Once again, a 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Desmond sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Dahl.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Line towards center field. Brinson patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Batting 7th, the center fielder, Ian Desmond.
Striding in for the Rockies, Ian Desmond. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Moving under it, O'Brien, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 8th, The catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the catcher, Chris Iannetta. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
2-2. To the Colorado catcher. No score here as we play inning number 2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Into the box now, Neil Walker, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Neil Walker.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. The 2-2 one more time. Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Standing in, Miguel Rojas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Bottom of the second here with no score. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. This is skied out toward right. Blackman is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding in, Jorge Alfaro. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Count remains 2-2. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Alfaro is on his way home. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded. But the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Into the box now, Trevor Richards, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Blackman is under it, and that ends the inning. Marlins get a run on the RBI triple. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Miami. Now to the plate, Kyle Freeland. 9-1-2 due up.
21. Kyle Freeland.
And a called strike on the outside part of the plate.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Behind 0-2 now. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 1-1 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They trail this one 1-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson.
The third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Kempson fields it cleanly, and that's the first out.
The batter,
Striding in once again, Garrett Cooper. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
That misses 2-0. Line to the right side. Blackman back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Number 13, second baseman, Starlin.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Starlin Castro. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Now in the box, Peter O'Brien, man at first after the 2-out walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Castro, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Marlins leave 1. They lead it 1-0.
Leading off for the Rockies.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 19, Charlie.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Cooper is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down.
The third baseman.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. On the ground to the right side, and a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of the wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
1-0 the count. No runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Rockies thus far. Hot shot down the line. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Waiting on it is Brinson. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knock things up at 1 apiece. At the plate, Ian Desmond, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Rocky center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Chris Iannetta would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Liner toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Into the box now, Kyle Freeland. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Rockies lead this one 2-1. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. In now, Neil Walker. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Neil Walker.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB. These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-1. Rolled slowly to first. And a step on first himself for the out.
Now battle.
Digging in, Miguel Rojas comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Fouled off. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. This is skied into short left center. Story calls for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready now for the Marlins. Jorge Alfaro. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Slider laid off for a ball. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Now the payoff pitch home. Skied into very shallow right. Blackman is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2. Now at the plate, Garrett Hampson. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The first baseman.
Digging in once again, Daniel Murphy. A hit in 2 tries so far. And that misses for ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 19.
Ready for another shot now. Charlie Blackman, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Hey.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
2 strikes.
Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Oh, and he misses it.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit. Might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically. Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
And the run will score all the way from first. It's now 3-1.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Arenado at second with 2 down.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 for the Rockies in the inning, and it comes. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. Martin Prado will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Prado is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Anderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On its way is pitch number 75. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery.
Ball 1.
Ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now if the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He told me it feels like every ball they've put in play has been a laser. And the numbers back that up. 6 of their hits have come off the bat at 90 miles an hour or harder, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Again a 1-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
This one is launched. Look at this. Off the sculpture. It's a home run.
Man, he threw a 2-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Iannetta behind now, 0-2. 5 runs, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Drilled down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And here's one that misses, so the count runs to 1-2 now on Iannetta. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And it's 1-1.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. The 1-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Here now the 2-2. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Anderson camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. At the plate, Garrett Hampson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Rockies. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game. You know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Now batting.
Here's Starlin Castro. Here comes the first pitch. Too high, 1-0.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Check swing there. They'll appeal down to Gary Simmons, and it'll be strike one as he signals he wasn't able to hold up. Outside, 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. A bullet to first base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
Number 45.
Digging in to try it again, Peter O'Brien. He's set. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here's the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
That's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Here's Neil Walker. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. That's wide, 2-0.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Line to the right side. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. He pulls into third safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Just a great at-bat there. That one-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third, and they're one solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. One and one. Runners are at second and third with one down. And it's 1-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Just hung in there on that one. Heading out towards shallow right. Blackman is under it. 2 gone. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now. So a crucial moment here, and standing in for Alfaro. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Henson up the middle. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Center fielder,
big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. And up next, the Miami area native Lewis Brinson. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Marlene Garcia is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Your attention, please.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Number 66.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Drilled on the ground to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charlie Blackmon. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. 1 ball, no strikes to count. This one's down to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Nolan Arenado. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. And it's fouled away. Murphy on second. Blackman at first with no outs. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Stepping into the box, Trevor Story. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Brinson ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect. But if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Up next for Colorado,
Ian Desmond will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. No balls and a strike to count. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Still 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Another one sent foul. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. O'Brien on the move. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on. And the inning is over. Final look at this tumbling catch out there in right field. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Scott Ober is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 45, Scott Ober. Now playing center field and batting 9, number 15, Raimel Tapia.
JT Riddle is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dahl's in pursuit, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, third base.
Up next from Miami, Brian Anderson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set and the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it. Right on the screws.
In now, Garrett Cooper, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. This pitch is popped up. Murphy is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 13.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. From the stretch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Anderson stands at second with 2 gone. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Miami. They're down 4. Austin Bryce is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. JT Riddle will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in, Raimel Tapia, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
He swings and misses. Throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Daniel Murphy. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Men on third with 2 down. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you?
Walker dives. What a stop. He is out. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So now it'll be the 4th.
Leading off for the Marlins.
It doesn't look very promising. So
number 45.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1 the count.
0-1 pitch on its way. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
The 0-2 delivery. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
First offering on its way. This is pulled into right, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Sun Hwan-Oh is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with. Curtis Granderson will come on to pinch hit here, and if they don't walk him, they'll have a great RBI opportunity with runners at second and third and nobody out. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. O'Brien on third. Walker is at second with nobody out. Up top, it's 2-0. O has made a name for himself as a very effective reliever in his career, but he really doesn't fit the bill as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing huge strikeout numbers these days. He isn't one of them.
No, he's not, Matty D, but what he does do, he does a great job of missing barrels of the bats. He changes speeds, moves the ball in, out, up, and down. Not overpowering, but he knows how to pitch.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So digging in now, Jorge Alfaro. His guys trail by 4, but the bases are juiced, so a home run ties it. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
This is a tough spot in the game right here, but when you're a veteran pitcher and you've seen these kind of situations throughout your career, you step back, you make quality pitches, and you trust you'll wiggle your way out of it.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. Set, here's the 3-1. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk. The inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now 1 away.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying runner first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
He's set. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. High and deep to center field. Tapia ranging back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. 1 run scored. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. The tag, and they get. Adam Conley is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup. Spot in the lineup following the double switch. Curtis Granderson is into the ballgame as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch, as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup.
Curtis Granderson.
Hit hard toward first, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
The third baseman.
So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Santiago Casilla enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. The 0-1. Strike 2 taken, a fastball that clips the inside black. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Settling in now, Trevor Story, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Wade Davis. If the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Wade Davis now playing third base and
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. The next 0-2 misses. That's ball one.
2 strikes.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tied run to the plate.
Another full count offering on its way. And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4. So coming to the plate, Garrett Cooper, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Stepping up to the plate, Starlin Castro. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
No balls and 1 strike.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson leads off first with 1 away. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. All even at 2-2. Here it is, fouled away. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works.
Hit back up the middle, played on the backhand. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. 7-5. How today's comes to an end. Colorado took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Kyle Freeland gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Wade Davis wraps it up for the save, his first of the year.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Rockies, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.